What's up, America? I'm your host, Rico Dukes for They Feel Truth Show, your 2024 presidential candidate, your attorney and founder of They Feel Truth Federal Government of America. And before we get started, if y'all like the content that be in my episodes, feel free to drop a donation at $Leader Rico. No, that's the old one. I'm sorry. Let me give y'all the new one. $Leader 79. $Leader 79. Now, before we get into this episode, I'm going to tell y'all about what it's about. They say, when I say they, meaning your United States government, say honor and remember Pearl Harbor and 9/11. For those of y'all who don't know what Pearl Harbor is, it's when Japan bombed the American Pearl Harbor base. All right. Now, that's what your government say. But what about this here? They say remember Pearl Harbor or 9/11. What about the Pequot Massacre? What about the Civil War? What about the murdering of our black slaves and private people of today? What about George Floyd? What about Breonna Taylor? What about Malcolm X? What about Henry P. Newton, who was my father? What about Martin Luther King? What about JFK? What about the ATL jogger, Ahmaud Arbery? All of it was genocide, y'all. But it only remember Pearl Harbor 9/11. Forgive me because my eyes are open and see the evil of the agenda at hand. They are all fallen soldiers. For they stood for freedom and to protect the American people. The only difference is they were killed right here in America, but killed by those that are supposed to protect you, the American people. Freedom is what they all stood for. But they only say, remember and show honor to 9/11 or Pearl Harbor. What about when Martin Luther King was assassinated on the streets for standing for the private and minority people right here in America? What about when my father was murdered in Oakland City? They say it was for a drug deal gone bad, but when you look my father's name up, it clearly tells you assassination. So assassination means a murder hit. You already know where the murder hit came from if the government had already put a hit on him. What about him? What about Malcolm X that was gunned down right here in America for standing for the private and minority? What about John F. Kennedy that was gunned down right here in America on Dallas streets downtown, standing for the private and minority? What about them? All of them are fallen soldiers that stood for us, the people, for freedom. So why it ain't no more remembrance and honor day for all those names that I just called? A couple of those names have honor days. Why are not all of them honor days? You see, they want to teach one side of one story, but they don't want to tell the whole true story. What They Feel Truth Show, we going to always set that record straight. What about all people that we done lost? Not just the people that was in uniforms. If all lives matter, then why don't the U.S. government give a remembrance for those that lost their lives right here in America for fighting for the poverty and minority peoples of America and the poverty and minority neighborhoods of America? Let's take a moment of silence and give recognition to them. I'm your host, Rico Dukes, for They Feel Truth Show, and the son of Henry P. Newton, and your 2024 presidential candidate. Once again, I want y'all to check out They Feel Truth social media. It's the world's next biggest social media platform. Check out my clothing line, RCDHPN. And once again, y'all show your love and support. Check my campaign out, RicoDukes.com. RicoDukes.com. As always, I'm blessed and honored to give y'all education and knowledge. Until next time, peace. I'm out of here.